Alrighty, here we are. Now we're live. Not sure if I'm alive. Nobody knows if they're alive. Live is overrated. Who's live anyway? Whose live is it anyway? Oh boy. Aren't you glad it's the weekend? Alright. Well, this is cool because that works. Oh, I probably just started sending that audio through there, didn't I? Let me just see. Thank you. Oh no, iOS audio is off. Okay, good. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to go back out there and actually get the tripod that I'm showing you today. But let's start with what I was trying to do. So, you know, I've bitched and moaned about the Video Pro before. How's this for a Frankenstein setup? This is, let me see, let me get this camera rolling for you. Zoom out of that. Yeah. Say again? What about the other microphone, maybe? Are you getting an echo? No. Okay, it just sounded different. Okay, yeah, it sounds different because I'm on the boom again. Okay, here is this setup. So here's my little bastardized setup. So GH5 with the XLR1. The XLR1 has two things plugged into it. One of them is, oh look, I've got my little DIY rig up here. So it's a bar. It's a what do you call this thing? A strap? I don't know. It's a bar from the hardware store. It's just a metal bar with a bunch of holes in it. And on this, I've got mounted a boom, whatever, my SHURE mic. I've got my Sennheiser receiver, both of which are plugged in to here. One of which is XLR in. That's the Sennheiser, and the SHURE just has a little mini jack. So I got an XLR to mini converter in there. So that's allowing me to have the two different mics input, and then of course the encoder. But the encoder, look at that, still trying to connect to my network. I don't know. I'm gonna go by the Teradek booth and see if I can slap some people around, because man, the $1,000 frickin' product. You think the least I could do is connect to your Wi-Fi network reliably? So annoying, so annoying. Anyway, so this is what I'm planning to do from NAB. But if I can't get it live, then I can't do a show. I don't want to do the whole thing from my iPhone. That's a little lame. I mean, I could, but it's still kind of lame. Anyway, yikes. Okay, let's get on with what this show is supposed to be about, which is the tripod, which is now sitting in the other room. So let me go grab that. Don't go anywhere. And I know I'm not on the, even though I'm live, that's plugged into here, which is not live. We're on the boom. So just wait. Back and breaking things. I think the tripod just fell over, but that was my fault. I opened the leg. Let's try that again. I'm gonna collapse this thing so I can fit it behind the desk. See, I was meant to be doing this show from out in the main studio, or outside even, where I'd actually have some space to move around. It's kind of hard to do a tripod demo from a table. I mean, honestly, not what you really want to do. But whatever. Here we go. All right, this is the thing. So story here. Did I put the link? I don't know if I even put the link in the show notes yet. I did. Look at that. I'm so clever. The story here is this tripod is Mactrem. I don't know if you put Mac in the name, it sounds important. I don't know. These guys just messaged me on Amazon and said, hey, do you want to buy this tripod for some ridiculous discount? Now, it's already only a $40 tripod, so it's not like you know, it's not like it's an expensive tripod to begin with. And I paid, I think, $10. So I said yesterday 90% discount. That's not right. I'm going to turn this off so it doesn't accidentally suddenly start streaming. But it's just whatever. So, okay, so there's it's supposed to be a little travel video tripod. Now, you know that's a bad idea. It comes with a bag that's, this thing sat in my studio. I opened it up, sat over the weekend. The place stunk when I came back. It was like, it's leaking God knows what. Anyway. This is the tripod. It's nice and small and compact. I'll give you that. It's definitely small. It is lightweight. Let's see. I'll close this thing up. I'm sure there's a weight spec somewhere, but it's, yeah, about the same as my MeFOTO. Roughly the same, I think, as the video tripod, the Manfrotto one that I looked at before. We'll link to that. That's a good look. We'll link to that video because that was a nice tripod. I still like that one a lot. It's got, let's see here, it's got pivoting little feet on it. So if we, let's do this and move this down. There we go. Come this way, there we go, and up a little bit. I told you we weren't prepped to do this in here. So it's got the little pivoting feet, so as it goes out, they kind of realign, recenter, which is kind of nice, right? Set that down and boom, they recenter. That's good. I like that. It's 1, 2, 3 tiers. So let's check out the height of this thing. Maximum height. Now this gets really hard because don't have room for this here. This other tripod in the way. Something tells me when I walk out of this room, I'm going to break my neck. Let's see. So they got the latches. There's, you know, some people prefer latches. Some people prefer the twists. I don't know that I have a favorite. The latches, I think the latches, you know when it's closed. That's one of the things I like about a latch. You know that it's closed, and if it loosens up, you can take a tool and tighten it up, although these don't really look like you can do that to them. I don't see any way to tighten these up. But a proper tripod, you can tighten them up. The twisty ones, you never have to worry about them not being tight enough because you just squeeze it tighter, rotate it tighter, right? But you also don't know at a glance whether it's closed or not. So I know that people have preferences. It's kind of a religious thing, but there you go. Okay, so there's the tripod. It's got I don't really know why it bothers, but it has a center locking column, so I can lock this, I guess, so the legs can't come together. I guess that's handy. It's got a little hook here, so you can hang a tripod bag or a camera bag or something for weight, although I don't know how much weight I'd put on that. It's pretty cheap. Pretty cheap plastic. It's got a spirit level. God only knows if it's actually level, but there's a level in there. And let's see, center column. Center column, it's got one of these guys. That seems like it's over-designed to me. Like, do you really need to have a cranky head? I mean, is there any benefit to that at all? To having the little cranky handle on there? As opposed to just a column that you can just undo and, you know, move up and down manually. This seems like it's too many parts. Like if this snaps off, which it seems like it wouldn't be that hard to do, then you couldn't raise or lower the head. Not so sure about that. All right. And now the most important part, the video head itself. So let me lock this. Let's say that that's the height that we want. Oh, you wanted to check height. Full height is there, which let's see how this compares to the MeFOTO that I ever so conveniently happen to have right here. It is taller than the MeFOTO because when I bring this up, a little bit taller, not much, a little bit taller. I love this tripod. Let's see here. So you got that cranky head. Let's bring the cranky head back down. It's got a lock. I'm not going to spin it around because I can't, but there's a twisty lock on the side here, so it can't crank up and down anymore. And then, of course, the head. Now, this is the key. It's a video tripod. It's got a quick release, but that is some cheap plastic right there. Whew, that's cheap. Quick release head. The latch itself is all plastic. I wouldn't be putting my expensive camera on here. This is kind of neat, I suppose. You can do this. Most video tripods don't do this. You can tilt it and go vertical. So it gives you a bit more of a, look at that, lined up. A bit more of a regular tripod / video tripod use. You can go vertical with your camera. Don't shoot your video that way, but you can shoot, you know, if you're shooting stills. So you can do that and that locks into place. The key here, of course, is the head and how smoothly it turns. And it's fully loose right now. And you can even hear it. I can go in here. Here, let's do this. Move that a little bit this way. You can hear it, the resistance, and you can kind of see I'm pushing, and it releases. So there's no, you're not getting smooth pans. I mean, even if once you're moving, it's pretty tough. There's some pretty good resistance there. Now there's this thing that looks like it's for loosening on the top, but I have yet to get it loose. So I can't tell if that's actually a part or if it's just made to look like something that you can spin. So here's why I even bothered buying it, even at the like $10 that I did. You could always use another tripod, right? It can't hurt. Let's put this on the right camera. It can't hurt to have another tripod. You could always use another tripod around, something else to stick a light, a camera, audio device, anything on. So, you know, at least there's that. If you're just needing extra places to stick things on, you need another tripod. You know, for the money, you probably can't go wrong. This is my tripod, this is my primary tripod, I don't think so. It is too janky, really too janky. Spend a bit more money. You know, you are talking spending, what, 4 times as much to get a MeFOTO, 3 or 4 times as much, but that's a way better tripod. This is just, it's just janky. If I'd spent the $40 on it, I'd probably return it. I certainly wouldn't want to take this into the field. This feels like something, these tubes, these rectangular tubes are just going to break at a moment's notice. I wouldn't take this into the field. I don't know. I mean, if you can get it on sale from 40 down to like 20, 30, maybe it's worth it. I don't know that it's worth it at 40, and it's sure it's worth it at 10, which is kind of what I paid, but that's where I'd end that. This is not a winner tripod. All right, that's the final conclusion. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat here. Oh, shall we run and start again? I'm going to scroll all the way back to the beginning because I have no idea what's been going on in here. I never did a proper intro, did I? Well, good morning, PhotoJoseph's Photo Moment. I guess it's a bit late for that, but you figured that out by now. Your studio's got a bit smaller off the phone. Oh, we're way back in time here. Let's do the NAB show at the Teradek booth. Make the damn thing work. Dude, Bart, that is a brilliant idea. Oh, I like it. Ooh, Bart, that's a good idea. Maybe I can get, yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh, I like that. All right. First thing, where's my phone? First thing, I'm gonna go visit the Teradek booth and see if I can get those guys. Oh, I love it. I love it. Where's my NAB notes? NAB list. Let's see. I'm gonna replace my first stop with visit Teradek and make them host the live show. I think that's brilliant. Oh, I love it. Good idea. Thank you. Okay. Martin, seeing your desktop. Oh yeah, we're like way back. Did you see the computer screen? Yeah. We got that. Okay. Shall we start again? There's no starting again. You do not get to start again. Martin says, Ryan Green, well on the bright side of my GH5 is in my hand finally. Excellent. Martin, you got your GH5. So cool. Now you need a university degree in the GH5. Well, good. You can buy my course. I've got to put together a sales page for that. I want to get that up like ASAP because I'm going to start producing that the week after NAB. So next week's NAB, I'm back. I'm gone Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'll be doing some prep work for it. I want to start shooting Monday or Tuesday at the latest because I got to get this thing cranked out. So I will start the pre-sale on this next week, assuming I can get my crap together. But yeah, that's the plan. Okay. Let's see, you're scrolling past hand crank fake jib shot. Yep, that's what that was, exactly. You gotta laugh at the phrase cranky head. See, it's a cranky head. I think it's a perfect phrase. I love it. Does the QR plate have a D-ring screw on the bottom of the 1/4 inch? Let's find out. The quick release, no. It has a, well, it's not a D-ring you could actually attach anything to. I don't know where this video camera is looking at right now. It is, let me zoom this in. Let's just do it this way. There we go. It is, there we go. It's got a, D-shaped ring, but it's not a ring you could actually hook anything through. This is cheap plastic, man. The only metal piece is the threads. Everything else, this feels like really, but who knows? Maybe it's high impact, whatever. It just feels cheap, but it actually is really strong. That's the thing with plastics these days, right? You don't know. What was that movie? It's all about the plastics. It's like you don't know. I mean, this could be the strongest plastic thing ever. It could be freaking bulletproof, and it weighs a gram. I don't know, but it feels cheap. I like metal. I like things made of metal. What else is going on in the chat? Should we bite our quick release plates to test them for quality ordinarily? Yes, that is highly recommended. This is a standard procedure for testing your plates. If it's metal, you might break your tooth and then you know that you have a high quality one. If, however, you break it, then you know it's not worth keeping. Okay, that's it for the questions. We're saying, so to conclude, we're saying go with the Manfrotto. Okay, so this is a good question. So I've got the Manfrotto that I did the review on earlier. I really like that one. I'm using it right now for the remote camera. One of the reasons that it has found a home on the remote cameras, I don't know if you've picked up on this, but okay, right now the remote camera, which I can't I can't show you, but it's a GH4 in a cage with the SDI converter mounted to it, and a 35 to 100 millimeter zoom lens. So it's not a heavy rig, but it's, you know, it's a rig. There's some gear on there. Watch this. See if you pick up on this. Let's go to this camera. Okay. Look, I moved it. I moved it again. Okay, it's a little close, but I moved it again. What are you noticing? Go back. There we go. What are you noticing? I'm not having to unlock it, right? I was able to get, and I'm constantly doing this as I change because I put different lenses on here depending on what I'm doing. I'm tightening and loosening the bolts, whatever, the Loctite things for the vertical pan. And I can easily put it into a position where I can reach over, grab the front of the camera, tilt it up or down. I don't have to loosen it, and then I don't have to tighten it. It stays, right? As I lift it, lower it, it doesn't drop, it doesn't drift. That's good. That's really good. So I can easily get the tension just right. And by easily, I mean I crank it, wiggle it, go, feels good, and I'm done, and I walk away. I've never had it drift on me. I've never had it sink down on me. Even though it's quite a heavy front weight with this lens especially on it, it's been really, really solid. That's why this has found a home here. I was thinking when I got this cheap tripod that I could take the video tripod out, because the problem is when I want to take that video tripod on the road, I gotta take this down, obviously. So I'd rather put this here because it's just a cheap, you know, it's fine. But, and I haven't tried it yet, but something tells me I'm not going to get that perfect tension. And even if I do, the other thing you notice is when I am on this camera, even if I am moving it, it's smooth, right? That's a nice smooth movement in there. It is not jittery. And if I put it on here, it's going to be jittery. I don't like jittery. I don't like them jitters. I like that nice smooth movement. So, so that tripod's really good. So the Manfrotto for video has been treating me very well. But I really, really like this MeFOTO. It's such a great tripod. I am going to, I don't know if MeFOTO's at NAB or not. I'm going to look at MeFOTO video tripods. And I don't have a really good logical reason of why I like this one. I don't even want to say that I like it better. I just keep, now see here, look at this. Here's one of those things. Because one of these isn't tight, but I didn't know because it's got the twisty locks on it, whereas the others have the latches. See, good argument for the latches. There's something about the MeFOTO that I just really like. It feels really solid. I know it's all metal, all aluminum. Oh, I guess that one's pretty much all aluminum as well. But it's been a really good head to me. And recently, I discovered, I was going to do a whole, I will do a whole show on this, but this is my SpiderLight holster, right? Where's the camera? There we go. Let's do this and do that. All right, come here. God, it's hard work. Okay, this is the SpiderLight, right? What I just discovered is that this SpiderLight is Arca Swiss sized. It's Arca Swiss. I did not realize that. And what that means, the MeFOTO's Arca Swiss. So I can go take my SpiderLight and go straight onto the MeFOTO and good to go. The Manfrotto has a standard Manfrotto plate on it, which is a big long bar, which I would have to swap out. So if I'm traveling with this as a vlogging rig, let's pretend all this other crap isn't on here, and I want to have a tripod, and now you remember I usually have that little tiny Manfrotto triple tripod leg thing on there, but I can take that off only and slap this on here. I don't have to attach something else. And I like that. Now this weight overall is probably a little bit much for the MeFOTO with all this other crap on here, but without it, it's just fine. It is just fine. So buy both. I don't know. I know that's tough. I know it's tough, but I don't have a solid buy this one, not that one. Let's see here. Trevor says you'll take the bet, shoot it. You don't think it's bulletproof? Thanks. I'm not armed, so no. AssetProductionTraining.com says I plan on using a GH5 to stream 4K UHD 60p 422 in a TV studio. Wow. The pro say I'll be happier with the 10-pound professional ENG television camcorder. Please tell me they're full of crap. They're full of crap. It's ENG television camcorder. You're talking about small sensor, large depth of field, so everything's always in focus. So that's easy, right? But it doesn't mean you can't put a large depth of field lens on here and just, you know, go to town. Streaming 422, why would you stream 422? crazy, man. But hey, go for it. 4K, you can have some serious bandwidth. 4K 60p 422. Ooh, that's bandwidth. But cool. I don't know why you would want to go with whatever they're talking about. I think the GH5 would be great for that. I do. So there you go. That's my opinion. Do I have the model number of that tripod? Which tripod? The MeFOTO is the A0350. This one's really small. Oh, that's the other reason I like this. This one folds up smaller than the Manfrotto that I've got. So this one will actually fit in my camera backpack in the center of it with room to spare. I can put this in and something behind it or in front of it, whatever. Whereas the video one, the Manfrotto video one, whose model number is... All right, let me look it up for you. Well, it's going to be linked. I know it's not right now, but it's going to be linked up in the show. So if you're watching this later, you can grab it from there. But this is the... This is MVK BFR. MVK BFR. Did you hear that? I realize I'm not an MKB VFR. That's the Manfrotto one. We'll link to it. We will. So this guy folds up really nice and small. I like this guy. I like it a lot. I bought this on a lark at a trade show. It was the end of the show. I think they might even be selling them for cheap. So I went, ooh, that looks good. I'll buy that. And I love it. Okay, what else is going on here in the chit chat? Nothing else in the chit chat. Okay, cool. You feel like the GH5 is asking us to come help it. So much stuff in that shoe. I know. Well, here, you want to see how this whole thing's put together? Here, this is my, let me get something here set up. Let's get that out of the way. Let's find the right mouse. That would be the wrong one. Let's click on that, and then let's click on this, and then let's pull this up. This little bar I'm about to show you, I actually have a whole video on it as part of my DIY photographer series. So if you go to lynda.com and you look for the DIY series, or just type in photojoseph.com/DIY, you will see this crazy little rig, exactly how it's built and what goes into it. But let me get my camera set up here, and then I'll switch back to it, and I can give you a better close-up view. I should take off the... You know what, here, I'm going to do this differently. Let's go ahead back to this camera. I want to be able to put this down flat on the table. So always carry a coin in your coin pocket. Carry when you can't spend. That's my recommendation. This one's from China or Hong Kong. And then you always have it with you and you can't accidentally spend it. Okay, I just did that so I could set it down. All right, now let's get that close-up shot. That'll work. So we have here, let's loosen this. That would be the streaming device that doesn't work today. Over here we have a little microphone, and on here we have, well, I can't really take that off now. Okay, now we do that. So here's the rigging. It's just a bar from the hardware store. Could be wider, right? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4 hole. They get bigger. They get a lot bigger. And I kind of have a mishmash of things because I've taken pieces for other tools. But this is the most effective way to put this together. You get a wing nut, 1/4-20 wing nut, and you get a silicone washer, not the metal ones. I started with the metal ones and then realized these are better because these have just enough flexibility in them that they bite when you put this together like so, pop that into one of the holes, and then take your cold shoe, and these are like dime a dozen cold shoes, and just screw this thing onto here. This is really hard to do on the air live, I swear. Okay, come on, nope. It's easier to do when no one's watching. There we go. It's like typing. I swear to God, I can type really fast unless someone's looking at me, and then it's like 2 typos per second. All right, there we go. So now I've squeezed that really tight. It bites into the rubber there, or the silicone a little bit, and that's in there, man. That is not going anywhere. So now I got a cold shoe there. This side right now, this is just a bastardization of other parts because it's what I had laying around. I need to go buy more of these pieces, but this is, I don't even know what this is from, but it's just something I had laying around. Obviously it's got actually maybe I bought this at the hardware store too. It's got a nice big easy grip, 1/4-20, and then the metal, not washer, what do you call it, bearing? There's a name for this. Anyway, that's on there, but that's what I started with, and then I found the silicone ones, and that's better. And there's just another cold shoe. You know, they're all over the place. And then this side is, I can't tell you where to buy a specific part like this. It's just one of those things I've got tons of this kind of crap laying around. But it is a cold shoe foot which can be tightened down, and then a 1/4 on the top. That's all that is. And that I'm just threading through and was attaching to the bottom of the Sennheiser. So then the Sennheiser, of course, is going into the XLR1. The other side of the XLR1 has this adapter because I wanted to put the SHURE on there, right? But the SHURE is 1/8 inch. However, come here. You don't have to worry about that falling out. Good Lord. There we go. Simple XLR to 1/8 inch adapter. Amazon, B&H, I don't know. Bought a few of these, so I got a few of these laying around. And there you go. And now, the XLR1. Look, unencumbered, so much lighter weight. There we go, back to normal. So that's how that whole setup is. It's fun. I love this kind of DIY-ish stuff. It's fun to do. Am I really gonna take all this crap to NAB? Apparently. All right, let's see here. Anything else? No other comments flying by. All right, you guys. Well, there you go. People talking tripods. Awesome. Martin, it's been I'm totally focused just watching right now. Oh, Ryan's busy watching. Well, good, Ryan. I'm glad you're enjoying. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to do fake live shows throughout the day trying to get this thing working. Because I got to go. I can't go without it working. So annoying. Maybe we'll just do private ones so they won't show up. But if we suddenly show up randomly, come in, say hi, whatever. You know what's going on. That's it. Hey, have a good weekend. I hope that your weather is going to be as nice as our weather is supposed to be. They told us it was going to be good. Fingers crossed. Supposed to get some sunshine tomorrow. Hoping to grill. Hoping to hang out and have a beer in the sun. That would be nice. Oh, that'd be so nice. Haven't had some of that in a while. Hope you guys get to do that too, whatever part of the world you're calling in from. Unless you're underage, and then don't drink. That's it. Let's get out of here. Have a good weekend, folks. See you next time. Bye-bye.